Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Alabama versus Eastern Kentucky college basketball matchup on Saturday, December 23rd, 2023. Of course, we give out tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for our best bets, those are the ones you find under the Premium Picks tab. You can use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. You got to text the number. But let's get to this one. Alabama taking on Eastern Kentucky. Alabama was a team last year that we saw top the national rankings. A lot of people had them pegged as a Final Four team. Came up short, but certainly had a great year. And, of course, Brandon Miller, oh, man, one of the better college players we've seen come down the pipe in quite some time. But, of course, he's gone, so it's a different Alabama team. And, it's always tough to live up to that, year before in college hoops because, it's just the nature of the beast. The players come and go. It's not like the NBA where you lock these guys down and they become franchise players. College, well, now with image licensing, they can lock down players a little bit longer, but there's only so many players that you're going to be able to do that with, and only certain kinds of players. And I don't think Brandon Miller is going to be one of those. Brandon Miller type isn't going to be one of those because they will be off to the NBA where they make the real big bucks. But, the thing is, the Tide's still very athletic. They've played a really tough schedule, and that's how you get to that 6-5 record. 5-6 against the number this season. 5-1 at home at Stedman in Tuscaloosa, but just 4-2 against the number there as well. Eastern Kentucky comes into this one 4-7 on the season and just 1-7 against the spread. Looking very much like a sacrificial lamb in this one, but, well, we'll dig underneath the hood and we'll see exactly where EKU fits in and if they can cover getting this massive number of points. They've lost 3 straight coming in. Really, the last win was in an online game back on December 10th. I don't count those as much. And, you go back a little further, they also lost their 2 prior to Greensboro and Western Kentucky. So in order to look back till their last real win, it's been almost a month ago on November 27th, beating Troy 77-76. They were a 5.5-point favorite in that game and did not cover the spread. So for EKU, certainly a team that, we've seen have decent teams in the past. This year, just probably not one of their best. When we look at Alabama, 3 consecutive losses. Purdue, Creighton, and Arizona. Talk about murderer's row of a schedule. They beat Arkansas State, and then you go back before that. Clemson, Oregon, Ohio State. So, 6 of their last 7 games have just been against top-tier competition. Just 1 win, or 2 wins in the bunch. The win over Arkansas State. They also did beat Oregon. I just think that Alabama, just despite, some of the things that we're seeing here, out on the court and the results, I think a lot of it has to do with the scheduling and not just necessarily that Alabama's taken a small step back. There's still plenty of talent on this Alabama roster. I think Eastern Kentucky has some good talent as well on this team, and I think that, the Alabama offense is clearly the best unit on the court. The Eastern Kentucky defense is absolutely terrible, and I expect Alabama to put up a gigantic number in this one. I think on the surface, it's kind of like, well, EKU could probably cover against Bama this year because, Bama's having a down year. I think they got no chance. I'm going to take Alabama and lay the wood, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and it'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.